Well, after a week of heavy south winds, cooled water temperatures down into the 40s in some areas along the coast, it looks like the wind gods have pushed back, and we're looking at onshore winds for much of the weekend. I'm Jim Hutchinson with the New Jersey Delaware Bay edition of the Fisherman magazine, and this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it looks like this continued east-northeast winds, a lot of onshore blow, is going to be facing us. Saturday and Sunday, we're looking at winds up to 20 knots, inshore seas 4 to 6 feet, and of course that doesn't spell real great conditions for the offshore grounds either. Maybe Friday, possibly offshore, but it's looking particularly sporty there this weekend. And it's a shame too, because the offshore bite has been tremendous of late. Some good tuna action, yellowfin, some big eye, and bluefin as well, and of course the shark bite. Don't forget mahi as well. On the Dreamboat leaderboard, John Woodruff of New Jersey, Fisherman subscriber, was the first in the offshore category. He's got a 16.65 pound dolphin. That's atop the mahi category for the Fisherman's Dreamboat contest. That was caught in mid-May. Of course, with this onshore blow, a lot of east and northeast winds, hopefully that'll kick things off and get some of that warmer water temperature offshore, bringing it inshore. We'll get some of those Gulf Stream eddies pushing in a little bit farther inshore. Of course, next week, a big weekend with the shark tournament kickoff. South Jersey's shark tournament is June 10th through 13th. And of course, Mako Mania at the end of the month, the Granddaddy, June 27th and 28th. So if you're not shark fishing this weekend, you might want to run over to Real Seat in Brielle. Dave Arbeitman's got a great shark fishing weekend over there, some special offers, and Dave Shunky's going to be there this Saturday morning at 11 a.m. for a shark fishing seminar. Get geared up and get your energy level all geared up before the shark tournaments begin. This weekend, there are tides. High tide at Belmar on Friday afternoon, or Friday morning, I'm sorry, is 10 a.m. So we've got that high tide late morning, midday this weekend with the northeast winds and the incoming water in the morning. It could be good for the surfcasters, especially. You get out on the surf grounds this weekend with that onshore blow and the incoming water. Could be a good opportunity with clams as bait, especially, just like the one that was brought into the one-stop bait and tackle recently, a 50.5-inch fish. This is a monster, caught on clams from the jetty there. Spawned out fish, 38 pounds, pretty lean, I should say, for 51.5 inches. But that was on clam. Again, could be heavy weight to keep yourself down this weekend. You've got a good morning opportunity on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, even into Monday morning when the weather allows. 4 to 8 ounces could be what it's going to take to hold you down, but if you're throwing those clams, get them down, because those bass are going to be in tight, feeding on clams, obviously the bunker chunks. And I recommend you get out there early, get your clams on Friday, because with this blow, we're not going to have the clam boats out there getting a bunch of clams. So get what you can as early as you can. Go to Murphy's, Giglio's, Grumpy's, Betty and Nick's, Avalon Hodgepodge, Fisherman's Headquarters. Go to your favorite surf shop. Check in with Nick Hanacheski's weekly report in the Fisherman magazine this week. It's all posted online at thefisherman.com. But check the local surf shop, see what they've got in stock, and get out there and give yourself a shot on the stripers this weekend, because they will be in the wash with that tumbling surf, if you will. The Back Bay is probably your best bet. Back Bay fluken should really be pretty good this weekend. Again, with that incoming water later in the morning, high tide late in the morning, you want to get back in the farthest Back Bay reaches where you've got some extra time in the morning to get the outgoing tide. I would recommend getting out close to dawn. The farther Back Bay you get, the better opportunity you have of scoring an hour or two on the outgoing water. Annabelle Elko, congratulations, age 7, her first fluke behind Sea Isle this past week. So those fish are in there. I always recommend the outgoing tide, although with this northeast and east blow, we should have some warmer water temperatures pretty soon, so I would imagine the incoming fluke bite should be kicking into gear in the next couple of weeks as well. The big blues seem to have moved a little farther offshore, but there's still gators to be found inshore. Lois, Joan, and Victoria were fishing with John Sweet from the Long Beach Island Surf Fishing Club recently, and hooked up with 8 surf-caught bluefish in the Harvey Cedars surf. Congratulations, ladies. And 6-year-old Logan Butera, he had a crashing surf at Stone Harbor for this great bluefish weigh-in, his very first cast. Logan, terrific job, nicely done. I should also wish congratulations to the Jersey hooker skipper, Captain Rich Wilkowski. He took first place in the JCSA JCSA striper tournament last week. A 51-pounder on what? Well, we say it all the time. A Tony Maja #4 spoon. The fish are there. Despite this wind and wave action we're going to have, the stripers are there, the fish are there, the drummer's still there. Down on the Delaware side of the bay, along the coral beds, the grizzly found some good action on the drum this past week, and I know the bonanza sailing out of Fortescue was on the drum on the Jersey side this week as well. So it's cooling down a little bit, but there's still a bite. The black drum are still in Delaware Bay. They're throughout the Delaware coast along that stretch of bay, so get in there and get in on the action. If you're down in Delaware this weekend, you can fish free. You still have to register. You have to go to the Delaware website and register for to fish for free, but that's in conjunction with National Fishing and Boating Week. That's June 6th through 14th, so fish free in Delaware this weekend. If you hadn't gotten your license, you can do that. National Fishing and Boating Week, June 6th through 14th. So I guess you got to go fish. It's the law. That's what it is. It's federal restriction. You got to go fishing. Hey, if you're out on the Jersey grounds this weekend, I want you to take particular notice. There's a couple of young beluga whales. The white whales are out and they've been feeding in the area. Take precautions. Look for those white whales. Be very careful. They're a protected species, but it's a heck of a find if you're able to see one of these white whales. Don't be an Ahab. All right, this isn't Moby Dick, but look for the beluga whales. They're out there as well. Again, windy weekend. Good bet to be in the back bay fishing for fluke. And if you're out front, grab that surf stick, sink to the bottom, get plenty of weight to hold your clam on the bottom. Bucktails, perfect opportunity to bucktail the surf this weekend as well. So catch them up. Hope you do a great job. Send those photos along to me if you could. Hutchinson@thefisherman.com. And until next week, enjoy the time on the water and visit us at thefisherman.com.
To receive the latest fishing reports, subscribe to the Fisherman's YouTube page. Click subscribe, then click the settings button and check Send Me Updates. You'll now receive notifications of the latest Fisherman YouTube videos and reports. If you're already a subscriber, make sure you've checked Send Me Updates in the settings so you receive the latest notifications.